Hello, friends. How's everybody doing? Looks like we got Richard Reeds and DeMatt hanging out on the Twitch. Sorry about the not perfect green screen in the background because Drexel is taking up my space. But it's the way it goes. It's the way it goes. When you got a furry friend, just let them do what they do. Keep them happy. How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? The Baneblade. Oh man. Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big one. Let's see here. Got my table. We've got some stuff out. We're gonna keep on building some things. We got I think a little bit more stuff to do. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. Oh man. Get up in it. We got our Newtons, so we're ready. We're ready for whatever this world will throw at us. Oh boy, I'm telling you guys, doing pretty decent. Excellent. Besides the sinus pressure that is so big that it hurts my molars, doing okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Uh-oh. Inoculus Oculus, how you doing? How's your Sunday going? Spencer, what's going on, man? How you doing? How's your Sunday going? Hope everybody's doing well. Hope your sinuses hurt less than mine do. I don't have a whole lot more to build. I mean, I do have a couple things that are just kind of sitting there that I probably should build, but also they aren't necessarily like important to the grand scheme of things. So I'm just kind of sitting back like, just like, you know, I'm just gonna get what I can done. I'm not gonna stress it out. I thought there was another waste here. I think it's hallucinating. Oh, I already cut it out. Getting some coffee in. Excellent. Sourest old blood. That sounds fun. I'm pretty excited about this challenge. I think that I am going to be able to I'm going to be able to do it. It's gonna be hard. It's not gonna be one that's gonna come easily, but I'm pretty sure that I got this. I just gotta stay focused. I've got a bunch of plans, like, so I'm taking tomorrow off work, so I will be able to just kind of work all day. I got an interview in the middle of the day. That's really the reason why I took the day off, because I knew that I was going to be talking with somebody in the middle of the day, and that doesn't really work. So party going. The model count, I actually don't know. It's a lot. It's probably, yeah, Jamie, back at the building. We're hopefully gonna get the rest of it built today, but I think I am I think I have like another, I think it's over 100 models. It's a lot. So I've got like these guys left, a couple of other guys, and one more big guy left. So model count, model count, model count, model count. I just want to go into cop killer now, just because I'm thinking of body count. What's going on, AT Roger? How you doing? Sprue killer, better you than me. Sprue killer. Fuck GW supremacy. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Jamie. Well, so like, here's gonna be the difference between your 1 week and my 1 month to paint them all. Yours is gonna look awesome and thought out and beautiful. Mine is going to look fucking insane. It's going to be I'm basically going to, this is going to be like a crash course in 100% speed paint. Like there you have no option but to speed paint when you're doing something like this. And I could take my time, I could sit down, I could make sure that I'm giving myself my all when it comes to my exploration of painting this army, but truth be told, that's not how I roll. That's not what people look at, you know, when they see an army, you know, they aren't looking at it like, oh, you made every single thing so nice, you know. It's a very different expectation there. So my life is going to be just fine getting crazy with it. Oh, we are going to be playing lots of airbrush. Lots of airbrush. What's going on, Not 47? How are you doing today? Yeah, I don't think the airbrush will start tomorrow, but it very well could. Tomorrow is going to be basing and gluing on my Turnip28 pieces. Oh, I need to get some thin super glue. I might actually have to leave the house tomorrow. Oh, leaving the house. It's not what I signed up for. But one of the cool things that's going to be happening is that Conquest is stoked that I'm doing this, so they're going to be giving away some stuff. Unfortunately, I cannot get the giveaway thing to work on YouTube. I don't know why. It just doesn't work. So I think it's going to have to be a Twitch only giveaway thing. So what I'll do is, starting next Sunday when the giveaway comes up, I'm going to like announce it, give everybody time to switch platforms if they want to, and then we'll do the giveaway then. So that way anybody who wants to take part can, and anybody who doesn't, it's fine. You know, like, I just don't want to be that guy that holds stuff back, you know? That feels pretty ugly. How many rib cages do we got? We got one rib cage. I'm gonna do another rib cage. What's up, Scott Janabis? How you doing, bud? How you feeling today? I hope everything's going a little bit easier for you, man. I fucking feel for you. Ah, shit. Zim for one, what's going on? Oh, good. I'm glad you're on the, glad you're on the second Min-Max interview. That one's fantastic. Dude, 10 hours. That is so exciting to hear. Congratulations. So, I shipped all my Kingdom Death stuff to New Meta. It showed up on Saturday, which is super exciting that it made it that fast. And there was very few casualties, although the casualties that happened were not the ones that I was expecting. It's so frustrating. Good, good. Get some relaxation in there. There's this, like, thing that I have to remind myself to do is that I can't run at the wall 100%. Sometimes I actually do have to stop. And while that's not my preferred output, taking some time recently to recharge, just watch some TV with my wife, it's actually been really good. It's been really important. So... that was the deal. A fingernail got broken off of the Phoenix somewhere, and I need to check and see if it's still here at my house or if it got lost in shipping somehow. That really bums me out. Like, I was like, man, I shipped all that stuff with no problem, and that's the thing that ends up missing, a detail like that. That's so frustrating. Oh, organization is super important. Super important. Mikey, what's going on? Oh, look at that. What's going on? Eons of Battle. Mini Gamer J. I love that. Right now, we're working on my Conquest army. These bases are like 50 mil, I think. The scale of this game is just a little bit different. So, like, these are 32 mil bases. It's a 37 mil sculpt, which I love. It gives me just a little bit more detail. So I think it's 32, 50, and then this guy is on this big thing, which is like 100 or something. I also know a good YouTube channel you can find a lot of good basing tutorials on. I got I'm very excited to talk with you guys tomorrow. Is it going to be one of you or both of you? Either way is fine with me. Dude, the Abomination. So here's the thing about the Abominations. They made too many of them to give you one in the starter set, and most of the time you only get one out, maybe two. Both of us, excellent, good. I am all about the Abomination, but because I mean, the Abomination's what got me into this game, but because they made too many of them, like, you can get Abominations for 20-30 bucks, like, all day long, and that is exciting, because I think it's so good. Oh my god, Streamlabs is working right now on oh shit, yeah, I'm gonna have Ian's Battle on the podcast. We're recording tomorrow. I'm very excited. Hey, someone on YouTube, type exclamation point model in, please. Since Streamlabs is actually doing what it is supposed to. Dope. Nothing. Gross. Okay. Well, that was a short-lived amount of excitement I had. At least my timers are working on there. Jamie, it's actually just model, but still, it's one of those things. I can't quite figure out how to get the bots to work on YouTube and or on Facebook. Neither of them seem to work at all. At all. It's fucking crazy. I can't get contests to work. I can't get shit to work. Oh, the idiot painter. This is we are prepping for the doinkness with the mostest today. I keep on breaking this part off the flag. It's just too fragile. Ducking things, son of a bitch. Yeah, it's so weird. It's so weird. I'm trying to be like everywhere and everything to everybody that I can, and just sometimes like the effort is like kind of lost because of weird technology problems, and sometimes my brain just doesn't work. Yeah, so, okay, what's your guys' opinion on just keeping sprues? Because, like, I keep them around for a while, and then I fucking throw them away, and then I watch the model builder, or whatever his name is, where he just melts down sprues and makes these giant orc machinations, and I'm just like, okay, I'm fucking up. I should be doing more of that stuff. Yeah, I've thrown them away. It's so hard, you know? Hey, Jay, I don't know if I call this the super thick because of your video. Because super thick made me laugh really fucking hard. I kind of like these portions of the Conquest stuff because they look like roots. So I was thinking about using them for some things, but like I always forget and then I don't do it. Melt your sprue into a gaming tile system. So get this, fucking Guy and Penny, they're having twins, woo! And Guy messaged me the other day, and he's like, I'm gonna be live streaming more. I'm like, holy shit! It's an amazing day. Congratulations. It's so cool. So I kind of gave him some pointers on how to run a live stream. Truthfully, there is a lot of stuff that you need to know, but also none of it fucking matters once you get into the thick of it. So I was like, just have fun with it, and your fans are gonna have fun with you. That's the way it goes. It's the unwritten rule of the streamer. Just have fun with it. Twin children? Or a second Warlord Titan? A second Warlord Titan would ultimately be cheaper. But I guess he announced it at the end of his last video, which somehow I didn't get an announcement that it came out. So I have to go back in and figure out why that is. Bow, bow, bow. Get my little nippers out. You know that I'm a bad influence when all I can think about is how much cheaper a second Warhammer army is than getting kids. That's when you know Heath is not meant for the general public. Maniac Lives, what's going on, my friend? How you doing? I hope you're doing all right. Whatever happened with the broken weld that almost killed you and your guys? Did that person get in trouble? They get taken off the team? Are they making it so you guys are safer? I'd rather have all unlike Wu-Tang. He's aiming for the children. No, fuck no. It's not that I would be a bad dad. It's the fact that I am a very not, and selfish is wrong too. But I like helping. I don't know. I think I'd be a really good person to adopt kids and be like teenagers, you know, people who haven't, you know, like the foster programs and shit. They're shitty for high schoolers. Especially once they hit 18, they're like a lot of the times just kicked out. And that to me just seems criminal. Zambies, what's up, my friend? I'm so glad you're here. I hope your sinuses are doing better. Mine are just goddamn horrible. It'll be double checked from now on. You can't stand teenagers? Teenagers are cool as fuck. And not because like I want to hang out with people who are younger than me, but because there's this thing about like I don't like toddlers for the fact that they think they know how things work because the world is finally starting to make some sense to them, but they can still be like weird and defiant. I like teenagers because they're starting to actually figure it out, and they can actually be like, you can talk with them and think about giving them guidance that'll actually help them out, you know, like, you know. And I think that the relationship between parent and kid is very different than like adopted guy and child. I just scared the shit out of my cat. Turns out he does not like the sound of sprues being thrown. You were adopted by your grandparents. That's awesome, man. I think that there's something about if you can do it and emotionally wrap your head around, you know, not, you know, you can still love another person's children even if they aren't your biological children. Like that like blood has nothing to do with caring for another human being, or shouldn't. Although some people, I think it has more to do than we'd like to know. You still not sure how to adult. Yeah, dude, I get it. Mikey, I can't stand people. Age isn't the issue. I feel you there. The truth is, like, financially, I'm not stable enough to do that, though. Even though, like, I think that would be a really good thing to do for another human being. I can't. You know, I'm just now finally getting to the point where, you know, we can actually afford our lives. You know, like, we're finally figuring it out, and it's not. Sometimes it's painful. Blood isn't family. That's right. I'm the only adoption here. The kids aren't. We decided not to have kids. The kids aren't happy about it. One of my favorite Mr. Show sketches is the one where the emotion lotion gets introduced, and they're having the best bloopers from Mr. Show over the years, and Bob Odenkirk's mom goes to the doctor and asks for an abortion, and right next to her is sitting Bob Odenkirk, and he's like, "Mommy, what's a gagortion?" That one I will forever laugh at. It's so funny. Parents did not have any kids that lived. Paint Monkey, how you doing today? Glad that you're here. Hope your weekend's going well. Yeah, I think that is, you know, a good thing though. Like the vetting process. Just in case, we have definitely seen some people in Oregon growing up that abused the foster system, and basically was just a mill for kids to come through and get free labor out of them until they got transferred to a different house. It was brutal. 3-day storm starting. Ooh, that's intense. Well, hopefully you got all your milk and bread. That seems to be the thing that sells out instantly here in St. Louis. Yeah, bad situations to worse, exactly. I just think about all, like, the babysitters and shit I had growing up, and, like, some of the horror stories I could tell you, like being locked in closets for hours, you know, shit like that. And, like, my parents had no fucking idea. Yeah, Streamlabs is posting stuff to YouTube, but it isn't doing the bot stuff, so we still can't do fucking still can't do contests, and we still can't do you know, like, commands and things like that. But at least it's like, hey, I'm here. Hitting the store shortly. Good man. Be safe out there. I hope it's not total fucking chaos. Oh. Soggy milk and bread, yeah. I don't believe any kid deserves in the closet. I think when you have, you know, 15 kids that you're watching, that's too many kids. And if your only way to help a kid out who's having a crisis is to lock them in the closet for hours, you know, maybe you shouldn't have all those kids at your house. Like that was like the thing, like trying to figure out how these like babysitter mills that like they were just horribly abusive places to be. And when I told my mom about it now, she's just like, I can't believe I didn't know. And like we were just kind of too broke and too distracted to really deal with it. And you know, I was a sick kid, so I complained about literally everything. So they just didn't pay near as much attention to me when I was actually in crisis. It's sad to say, but that is the truth. Oh my god, Matt, that's fucking crazy. All right, Mikey. Oh, Richard, I know you were joking. And trust me, no offense was taken on said joke. But I feel as a responsible host of a uh upstanding podcast and live stream that uh I have to say those things. So no judgment. Right, you can only scream wolf so many times. So like that's the crazy thing. Like my mom took me to the doctor. They all thought I just had a nervous stomach. It turns out that like I've had problems. I've been, extremely lactose intolerant. That one didn't scare him as much, but it did. Um, I'm extremely lactose intolerant, and uh, they just were like, "Oh, he's just got a nervous stomach. Send him to school. If he's feeling sick, send him to school. Whatever." And so I've always had heartburn and stuff. The thing about the amount of heartburn and diarrhea I've had in my life is that like I was popping Imodium like Pez, and I thought everybody did that. I thought that was like, oh, you're an adult. You just have to buy. You have the money to buy more Imodium and Malox. And all my friends were like, Heath, none of us do that. Like I was like, I remember in my first apartment after and I was a binge drinker and did way too many drugs. I remember like having Malox out in the bottle, and we'd be playing like fucking Kingdom Hearts or some shit like that, and I would just have like a straw in the box of the locks, and I'd just sit there and fucking like, oh, you gotta have a drink of the locks, and so I'd be like drinking a 40 and drinking Malox all at the same time. So like, it's one of those things that like that's a horrible life, but like I didn't know any better. I didn't know that was not how people are supposed to act. All my friends thought it was funny, so I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. It's not that bad. Like, no, I'd had problems my entire life that eventually turned into a big old bleeding ulcer, which is the reason why I don't drink anymore. So like I had something really wrong with me, and the doctors just were like, your kid is a fucking annoying child and we don't want to deal with him. We don't think he's sick, so make him suffer. And so I suffered for 22 years of my life before finding out that how lactose intolerant I was. And and then took another 12 years before my stomach lining just decided to fucking fail and start bleeding on the inside. So like that's fucking scary. And so I typically now I'm trying to figure out like ways to listen to my body more and not be so like this isn't a problem. No, sometimes shit is a problem and you need to fucking address it. Oh my I'm getting so tired of clipping things from sprues. I'm so tired of this. I've only been doing it for a half hour. I just want to stop and paint something, glue some shit together, but I've got so much more to clip. So acidic foods are weird. Anymore now, I'm actually pretty good. Now I can tell when I've like gone way past my limit, but like when I start having like problems now with heartburn, you know, I have to ask myself if this is what everybody else is feeling as regular heartburn. Like I can't help it, but I'm like, you all are soft because like I went for so long being in so much pain. I'm just like, that was real. That was the real shit right there. This was the moment that Heath realized the 28-day challenge was a lot. Oh yeah. Oh, I've been there. I've known that this was a lot, and I've known that this is a bad idea. But here's the thing, if I don't challenge myself, it's probably just never gonna get done, and I'm gonna be very sad. Thomas, what's going on? Steven, so is my diet more on the base side as far as the acidic? No. I mean, maybe. I to be completely honest, I just kind of like watch, like, not to eat all of the onions in the world and not to eat only garlic. Even though garlic is actually pretty good for you, it really can help digest a lot. I drink a lot more things like kombucha and probiotics that help digestion. That actually really helps quite a bit. I have to be careful with spicy foods. Too much is brutal. Daniel, what's going on? You're wondering if you're lactose intolerant. Man, if you got heartburn all the time, look at some things like coffee. Yeah, I drink a lot of kombucha. It's pretty good. Meat, lots of red meat. Ooh, man, Daniel, that's brutal. Like, I wish, like, I couldn't do that. Hyperdeveloped vertebrae. Oh, wow. Ah, excellent. Well, he's learned to make incredible steaks. That's good. I mean, at least he's learned how to eat well, right? Scotch and Hobby spent 2 hours clipping sprues into boxes. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Cucumber skin. Interesting. Heath Aldrich YouTube channel. 22 beholders to finish. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh, a health channel. It'll all be like, do your armpits stink? How much diarrhea do you have in a single year? These are the only things that worked for me. If you have heartburn all the time, look at things like your caffeine consumption, and the type of caffeine you consume. That I was having a lot of problems with. Onions were a big problem for me for a really long time. You know, like, and it just could be that, you know, you have a lot of things going on in your stomach flora that, you know, may need a little readjustment. You know, that's what I found. And now as long as I don't eat nothing but gummy bears for an entire week, which I have been known to do, I'm in pretty good shape. I have not started brewing my own kombucha. That is a bridge farther than I want to go. as like my parents did that when I was young, and it was fine, but it just starts making so much stuff that you have to do something with the mothers all the time, and you know, like I just like I've got enough hobbies, you know, make music. My wife and I have got into you know, shooting recently, which has been a really great hobby for the two of us to do together. It's like I don't need another thing. I just don't need another thing in my life right now. Plus, the kombuchas that I really like are the ones that taste like root beer. Those ones are fucking incredible. I don't know how they do it. Yeah, you get that, right? It's just like one of those things that, like, we only have so many hours in the day, and I would rather, like, some of the hours be done watching things like WandaVision. We finished Search Party yesterday, which, if you guys haven't watched Search Party, that show was crazy as fuck. I'm not gonna say that, like, it is the most fun show to watch, as like literally every single one of the characters is completely despicable, but badass root beer kombucha, oh man, it's the best. I think it's made in Oregon too, if I remember the label, which I don't know how they fucking figured out how to do that. But like really the only health things that I can even remotely help anybody out with is like, oh, are you exhausted all the time? Go to the doctor and have them check your fucking thyroid. You know, that's really where I'm at right now as far as like useful things that I can do to help people. Oh. And I can make people laugh. You have the power to move you. Whoa! Nope. I'm telling you, there's too much shit on my table already. This track here I wrote for Guy's challenge of the Battle of the Starter Sets from 40K. He did not end up using it, but I like it so much, I'm going to release it on my own. So it makes me very happy. Am I going to be streaming all my painting? I'm going to be streaming more of my painting. I'm not going to commit to all of it, but I will commit to more of it, as I think that it'll be entertaining to be able to do all of, you know, more live content, you know, so you guys can keep up with it, because like the goal is like eventually make a YouTube channel out of it. My goal is to YouTube video out of it. My goal is always to make a YouTube video out of it, of which you guys have seen how fucking slow I am at that. I have 2 Gundam videos in the work, and the reason why I like Pro Acryl Paint's video in the work, and you know, it's just like I have all this shit, and I just don't finish it because like I truthfully hate the process of making videos. Just do. I love this. I love interacting with you guys so much. Yeah, I'll be streaming on my health channel. Truth be told, Katie Lynch, what's going on, man? Channel dazzle them with the bullshit, and they will believe you. Do any of you listen to last podcast on the left? Yeah, I am a fuck it, we're doing it live type of guy. Once I figured out that I could live stream and that I enjoyed it, it kind of changed literally everything in my life. Like, I love live streaming. I think it's one of the best things I've ever done in my entire life. It's like up there with learning how to play an instrument and writing music, meeting my wife, getting a giant cat, becoming self-employed. It's like one of those like life-affirming changes that I didn't know that I needed, but motherfuck, now that it's here, I never want it to go away. I don't think that matters. I mean, like, honestly, so let's all talk just a little bit about like why you guys hang out here. Like, honestly, like, I love you all, and I appreciate all of your time and attention and jokes and insight. But you can't be hanging out here just because I paint minis. That isn't why you're here. You know? Oh my god, 6 a.m.? It's because you're up painting all them stripes, man. I kept on wanting to, like, reply to all your guys' stuff in the Discord last night, but, like, my brain was fucking fried, and I was like, man, I am just gonna heart everything, because I can't type tonight. I was, like, literally sitting there and having a nice little acid flashback. I was like, hey Mal, is the background on that thing on TV moving, or am I having an acid flashback? And she's like, you're having a flashback. I'm like, cute. Cute. Oh man, am I gonna get one? I might get one. Oh, I fucking broke it. That sucks. None of them get that. Oh, you may still be cross-eyed. Brutal. They turned out really nice, though. Congratulations on that. I'm really happy for you. 50 or more to do. See, that's too much, man. That's too much. The Grimdoink philosophy says you gotta work smarter, not harder. But, you know, so... Richard reads, I'm only here for the big cat. Paint monkey. I'm bored and no one else is on. I fucking love you guys. Hey, and you know what? If those are both true, you know, that doesn't hurt my feelings at all. The fact that you're here at all means a lot. You fuckers on the Discord. 100... Dude, it's crazy sometimes. Like... When I was talking with Teals, I was like, I had to shut off all of the notifications on other parts of the channel because I kept on, like, finding myself waking up to, like, hundreds of messages. And I'm like, okay, I can only do it in the groups that I'm active in. My style and content just clicks. Originally saw your interview with Black Magic Craft and thought you seemed cool enough to watch a couple more interviews and you're streaming. Hey Steven, that's awesome, man. I'm glad that you that was enough for you. That means a lot because, like, I can paint. I know I can paint. But I know that I realize that so much of what makes a good live stream is not the painting content. Like, I don't know if you guys have watched Outsider Miniatures. Dude, what's up, Jarrett? How you been? Over Smash, what's going on? There's this guy named Outsider Miniatures. He hangs out in our Discord. He is a streamer. He paints. The motherfucker is an amazing painter, and I should not say that so intensely. Like, he's a great painter. And like, this is my one criticism of his live stream, is that he just sits there kind of quietly and paints, because he's truly a painter. And so I watch him like painting with diligence to like 2 or 3 people. And one day I was in there and he was making a joke, and he realized that his mom was in the stream. So he just made like this like kind of crude sex joke in front of his mom, and he kind of giggled to himself. And I was like, dude, you deserve way more viewers because you're a fantastic painter. But that I've realized isn't why everybody just hangs out and watches us paint and build stuff. It is the conversation, it's the back and forth, it's the jokes, it's the camaraderie that we're all here doing something. And that's the cool part about live streaming. It is different than literally anything else I've ever done, and is the reason why I will continue to do it. You know, if the podcast ever comes to an end because I just don't want to do that aspect anymore, the live stream will always exist, because I love hanging out with you guys, and I love talking. I love the idea of doing more like collaborative streams on here, where we all like hang out and we talk and we paint models or build models or whatever. I think that is really, really important. Is doing AOS Discord, yeah. That's the way it goes. Just gluing some Nagash today. Dude, I want that Nagash model so bad. It's so cool. I've got a nice little Nighthawk army that it would look really cool in. That's like only a third built. Doing very well. Just kind of getting things going. Thinking, you know, having thought experiments about today, and about like, you know, what is streaming? Like, is streaming a lessons thing? Maybe. Like, that seems to be how you know, Uncle Adam does it. And like, ow, shit, I just stabbed myself in the hand. Oh, fuck you. I've literally broken off every single one of these. It's alright. It's the last sprue of these models to clip. Thank God. But, you know, like, I love the idea of, you know, live entertainment. Like, that's so good. baby Mozart for SD. What does baby Mozart consist of? Dude, sounds good, man. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit. I'm glad that you got to see a little bit of the stream. Well, I'm very excited to talk with you about your guys' process and your insane history of doing it for so long. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. So, thanks for hanging out, buddy. Oh, like a xylophone. Okay, that's a thing. What is the Grimdoink challenge? Just threw my phone on the ground. So if you got to catch my weird stream on Thursday night, that was just me clipping models and talking with the sauce. Over the weekend, he started a movement on Instagram to see if he could confuse the Instagram algorithm far enough that he was able to get more views on his Instagram by, you know, in his stream they started calling Grimdoink, and then it turned into the we like the doinks hashtag, and he just started having all of his followers use the term we like the doinks, and or we really like the doinks, or grim doinks, and it has like doubled the views and the followers on his Instagram page, just because like there's this thing that is only tied to his account that people are typing in, and for some reason they're like, yeah, everybody wants to know what a doink is. And so that's where that came from. Oprah Smash, these are Vulcan VLTK or CAN. They're like $30 nips off of Amazon. They're very good. They're very sharp. They are not as sharp. They're great for like Warhammer and stuff like this, you know, because I've used them for a while. They're not as sharp as I would like them to be for like Gundams and stuff like that, but they started out off sharp enough for Gundams. So now I have a pair of the USA Gundam nippers, and those are really great for Gundam nips. Is a doink like a tiny donk? That just made me snort while laughing. And that's, guys, that's the reason why I will forever love live streaming. That posts like that. I hear Citadel nippers are awesome. They look pretty good, and they're probably pretty similar to this. I just choose not to buy like overpriced ones. These are basically like God Hand nippers, just not $60. You weren't able to catch it live, but you really enjoyed it. Did it drive you totally nuts watching it on VOD? Because one of my Patreons, like, he doesn't like the live stuff anyway, so like I didn't expect it to be for him. But you know, he was just like, the screen was a mess. And I was like, yeah, it probably was. And so I just want to, anybody who caught that, you know, any feedback from that would be great, because if I can get away with doing more of those, I'm absolutely going to do more of those. Because I would love to be able to have, like, there's some people who may not feel comfortable with doing full long interviews. And there's some people who just, you know, just need like exposure in a different way. And I think like hobbying and talking is a really good way to do it. You know, like comedians in cars getting coffee. This is like hobbyists at home nipping sprues. Uh-oh. Paint Monkey, what did you post? Tommy, the Tamiya fucking nips are so good. All their products are so amazing. Yeah, the Citadel one costs the same amount as these ones, and I don't know if they're as good or not. But they look very similar. You know, a single blade flat. Her basement speed dink. Oprah Smash. What did you guys try to post? That big doink energy. Yeah, right, Pink. The Nightbot was getting mad at you too on that one. They got mad at John the other day when he was in chat here. I felt bad for him. I was like, oh man. If you've got the money to do it, like these ones are great. if you want to buy a Gundam, I highly recommend getting the USA Gundam Store ones. They are every bit as good as these, and you can get a Gundam and use coupons for them. So that's a good way to get them and save some money. The extra period. Oh no! You just gotta love these bots. They get so cranky. Oh, I'm launching shit everywhere. God damn it. Dude, okay, I'm gonna tell you, a glass file, and if the disc bay glass file is as good as the gun primer one, you are gonna shit your fucking pants. Like, it's still one of the best things I've bought for the hobby. It's just brilliant. Sorry, my ears are itching. Gundam Planet has branded snips that get you free shipping. Interesting. I've never looked at Gundam Planet. Zurons, yeah, dude. I've like 30 pairs of Zurons. I have. Oh, throwing my nice brush on the ground. These are my resin snips. They're IGANs. All I know is I'm one of these guys now. I have the Razor Plus and the Razor and G-Lane. Oh man, it stuck to that. Oh my god, I just got shit everywhere. And a G-Lane. I have all of them. Yeah, GW Plastic will wreck God Hands. That is why I'm using these ones. Because they're not great anymore for Gundam. They've lost a lot of their fidelity, and so that's why I use the USA Gundam Store one for only my Gundam stuff. The Razor are like sanding files, yes. So check this. I actually, for like $7, I highly recommend everybody gets one of these nail files. They are brilliant. But okay, so check this shit out. We got some nubs going on here. Like, you come in, and with very little effort, it sands right down. And I don't know if you can see that in here, but it polishes it. So you don't have to, like, go back over it with any finishing. And all of a sudden, like, you've just ate through all of your nubs and, sanded to a, like, 1000 grit sandpaper. It's fucking great. Sassy, I'm sorry you can't get into it in the moment. I hope that I can help inspire you, because I'm telling you right now, the hobby needs you. I will say the razors are not cheap. Like at $25 a piece for just the razor. Like that's expensive. But I got both of them because I like the size of the big one, but sometimes the small one's the best job for the tool. But I will say this: if you are good with what's it called, an X-Acto knife, you don't need them. You've got everything you'd ever need. Right at your hands. That costs like 32 cents. Top hat. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, in Veritas, dude. And especially if you're doing things like Gundam, like it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. It like changes your fucking life. Amazing. So I've been using my orbital. Yeah, it is safer. That is a very good point. I use razor blades all day long at work, though. I am super comfortable with a razor blade, and I'm not saying that I won't cut myself. That sort of hubris is dangerous, but I'm ready for it. Those dino guys, they were termies. Size is the only difference between the Razor Plus, yeah. And I'm stoked. Like, I think that it's a cool product. So I highly recommend checking it out. Oh my god, I just realized that I have to get a podcast edited for you guys all for the Patreon. What'd you guys think of the Giggling Geekette interview? Isn't that amazing? What's a life without risk, right? The Display ones have two different finishes. Okay, so I'm wondering if the Display ones are kind of more like this, because one side is more rough and one side's more fine. So I bet you're saving it for work. I'm so stoked for that one. I was glad that we were able to make it work. Especially, you know, someone who does have such, you know, health maladies. You know, it always makes me feel good when somebody, you know, really wants to connect and actually, like, do something. Because, you know, yeah, I'm the one in the interview, but, like, she's giving herself, her energy to you guys. And I think that is really special. You know, anytime somebody gets in and does this, I think it's really sweet. So yeah, Giggling Geek's a hero, totally. And that desk is so fucking good. It's such a good idea. That shit I never would have thought of. And she is, because she's in the space that she's at, she's constantly thinking of things like that. I mean, it's just like, there's parts of me that's just like, this world doesn't deserve someone as good as her. Anzig! Yeah, I love how the interview starts with dead cat. I made sure to leave that in because, like, I could have started a couple minutes later, but I had never heard the term dead cat, and when you see it, and you see, like, it totally makes sense on why she sounds the way that she does. It's fucking brilliant. Jamie, I'm glad that you watched it. That's awesome. Anzig, how you doing, man? How are your projects coming? Oh, man. Like her, you'd only heard it as dead cat. See, I had never even heard that. It was totally cracked me up. What's going on, Sinister Grackle? How you doing? Chugging along, taking it easy. Excellent. Did you watch Mandy yet? I'm not gonna say that it is required watch to be friends with me, but, like, it's a required watch to be friends with me. Oh no! Did they rob you of all your money and somehow replace them with green and purple boxes of goodness? Oh, dude, I love old samurai movies. What you been watching? Did you watch Castle of Blood? Yojimbo? Sanjiro? Ooh, Hanzo the Razor. You like The Color Out of Space? It's funny. I didn't like it like near as much as I wanted to. and it's they most certainly did. I really $50, holy shit. I really wish I liked Color of Space better. And it's not that it's a bad movie, but like I went to the movies with a buddy who just had a kid and it was his first time out of his house, so he was like really excited to watch a movie, and we both watch it and just like basically stared at the screen afterwards, and he's like, I'm really sorry, dude. He just apologized to me. He's like, that fucking sucked. Oh, Throne of Blood's fucking great. I don't think I've seen Lady Snowblood. Sword of Doom, I haven't seen that either. Sinister Grackle, welcome to the Twitch land. I have a soft spot for cosmic horror. I just wish that the movie had a different like gravity to it, because it just kind of felt like I was ready for like some sheer shock and awe. Milkendor, how you doing? Yeah, I'm a big fan of Grindhouse stuff too. At the end of Sanjuro, is that the one where they have the fucking duel? Kung Fu movies. Oh, yeah. Right. No pun intended. You know, like my problem with like Color Out of Space is like the fact that like I didn't like anybody in the movie anyway, so I didn't give a fuck if they died. I didn't fucking care. It's about a dude who's a huge piece of shit. Great movie. You know, and like, and maybe what's his name, fucking Richard Spencer or whatever, the director. Maybe he just sucks. Like, I remember liking the Island of Dr. Moreau as a kid, but like, maybe he just sucks. You know, like, and which is fine. You know, not everybody has to be an Oscar-winning director, but like, I just think that like the whole time I was expecting it to be more, and it just wasn't. The Geyser of Blood. Okay, yeah, no, that is the one. Yeah, that Geyser of Blood. Have you guys ever watched Ron? Another Kurosawa film. It's in color. It ends with a seppuku that is over the top as fuck. It's amazing. Oh my god, I just got so much glue all over the place. It's been a decade or two. Yeah, Ron's been a while for me too. It's not that my wife doesn't like these movies, it's just that it's never really been a thing that we watch together. You know, so like Death Proof is one that I need to go back and watch again. I haven't watched that one like since it came out, and I remember just not being that impressed with it, but I remember not hating it. It just is like the Robert Rodriguez is so fucking over the top that how do you not like die for that one? It's so good. It feels like Streamlabs is posting a lot more than I wanted to. I think I'm going to change those timers so they go a little bit further out. Are you guys getting Nightbot as well? Because if you're getting both of them, I apologize. Cause like I loved like the Hateful Eight. I love a slow burn movie. Yep, you're seeing both. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'll have to shut that off. That's fucking annoying. Hold on. Let me do that right now. Drink some water here. Whoa, what just happened? Oh, my stream chat just disappeared. Did I just erase it? Weird. Like, literally all of the stream chat just disappeared. Oh shit. And the colors of everybody changed. What the fuck just happened to my chat? Okay, I'm glad that you're all still there. Boondock Saints. I always enjoy a good Boondock Saints watch. Although the second one is hot garbage. The first one, like cult classic for sure. Alright, Streamlabs is now updated. Now I'm going to shut off Nightbot. Sorry you guys have been doubling up on that. That fucking sucks. Okay, we should be good. State of Grace. I don't know. You don't think, though, a second is complete trash? I've never been able to make it more than, like, 3 fucking minutes through it. I was like, oh, this sucks. Like, the second one is, you know, the first one's so... It lives in such a, like, an honest place, you know? It's just like... Here's a bunch of fucking Irish people working their asses off, and you know, they have their stupid sense of humor that gets them in trouble, and it just felt like nobody was really good, you know. And not that I need someone good to root for, but it sure does make it better. The cat being shot. Yeah, oh my god. I killed your cat, you druggy bitch. Yeah, that part was crazy. The second one was awful. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one. You just realized, oh yeah, The beard. So I got a good beard, and I just kind of got to the point where like I was like I kind of want the beard back again, and it had been a while, and you know, COVID be damned. As long as my mask still seals pretty well, in comparison to the first. See, and that's my problem. Like, you can't ever not compare it to the first. It can never stand alone. Full moon has tons of... I don't know what full moon is. Ooh. Big old nub there, fucking up my program. Guess that nub is gonna... This guy's gonna be turning. Oh man, Puppet Master. That is a classic. Total classic. Classic. And I did not know that there was a third Boondock Saints, but that does not surprise me. Oh my god! Oh my god! I'll have to check out State of Grace. I like all those actors. Green Street Hooligans? No, I haven't. See, this is the shit that I love about streaming. Learning about shit I'd never heard about. Oop. Green Street rips. Look at everybody being all stoked about it. Okay. Sign me the fuck up. Post a trailer or something in the brush coven. That way I can remember. The documentary was very good. You are totally right, Daniel. I just listened to a podcast about the Danzig movie, Verotica, which just sounds awful. And it's just funny hearing people talk about. They're like, "Has Danzig ever seen boobs?" It seems like he's never seen boobs before. It's written like a high schooler would write how sex scenes go. Thank you, Richard. I appreciate that. Zambi's just posted stuff in her Patreon. Just checking everything. Alright, alright. This cat is so fucking asleep right now. It's awesome. Green Street fits the bill. Okay. The Warriors, the last time I watched it, it held up. I mean, like, it's still a garbage movie, but, like, so is The Running Man, and I fucking love Running Man. So, like, I think that The Warriors holds up, yes. It's quotable, it's fun, it's fine. Like, one of my favorite things is to, like, say movies aren't good, because people get real weird about that. Like, how can you say a bad movie holds up? And I'm like, because it's fun. Like, not all movies have to be fucking, you know, pure art. Sometimes they're just fun. You know, and that's okay. Like, I love The Labyrinth. That movie is an objectively bad movie. It has plot holes. It has all sorts of problems with it. It doesn't change the fact that it's one of my favorite movies of all time. That's my fucking go-to. Whenever anybody gets weird about it, I'm like, I can look at these things and go, it's okay. It's okay. You just have to accept it for what it is. Yeah, not every... And you know what? I have a quote on the wall of my work that is, I can't think of any directors better than Kubrick, but I still don't think he's all that. Because that's kind of like, you know, like, I can't help that I can't do a Kubrick film all the time. I think the only one that I can... a funny bit of this name, also love the word. Yeah, Warriors is fun. Dude, like, we just watched Escape from New York not too long ago, and that movie sucks. That movie sucks, and I love it. I love every fucking bit of that movie, and it sucks. Hence Puppet Master. Exactly, right? Sometimes you just gotta have fun with a movie. And that's okay. Snake. That, yeah, you know, like, The Thing is straight up one of my favorite movies of all time. I will always watch The Thing. I fucking love that movie. It's so good. Talking bad movies we love. Full Metal Jacket is probably the one movie from Kubrick I can watch any day of the week. Mainly because it's kind of like two different movies all in one. You know, you have your training, you have Arlie Emery, you know, like, you have so much stuff going on in that first part of the movie. You know, you got fucking Vincent D'Onofrio giving a fucking career-defining Doom of the Rock was crap, but you love it. Willow, They Live. I wish I had my They Live mask up right now. My wife got me a They Live mask that says obey, and it's got one of the fucking aliens on it. And it's got a good nose clip and a nice filter on it. So I've been wearing it to the range when we go shooting. And it's like an extremely antagonistic mask to be wearing at a gun range. And I fucking love it. I love it. It makes me very, very happy. Two totally different acts. Yep. Willow is one of those where it makes me want to say, Madam Monaghan! Madam Monaghan! You know, I mean, and Willow's not a good movie either. But it's so fun, and I like it, and I like those movies. Fucking Never-Ending Story. Look at that shit. You know, they're like, you gotta accept the things that you like sometimes aren't that good, and that's fine. It makes the ones that are really good like stick out in your brain more, and it helps you appreciate them deeper. I think that's kind of the way I look at it. Like, I have a much deeper appreciation for film and our tours now that I can kind of be like, Hedwig and the Angry Inch is one of my fucking favoriteest movies of all time, and it's kind of a train wreck of a movie, you know? It's not a... It's an amazing musical if you're into that sort of thing. But, like, it... You know, that's like a bunch of different movies all crammed together on a shoestring budget, and the fact that it works as well as it does is unbelievable. That is a problematic movie. Life affirming, problematic. Oh, I mean, yeah, The Crow is a shit movie. Fire it up, fire it up, fire it up. I have watched The Crow more times than I can, like, I used to own that on VHS, and I gave it to a girlfriend, or she had it, and it ended up at my house for a while. Either way, I don't have it now, but we watched that a million times. The House of Thousand Corpses is, again, not a good movie, but I have watched that so much. And there's some shots in that, like the slow-mo kill shot with the sheriff. That was excellent shot. Poor Brandon Lee. Yeah, no shit, right? That poor guy. Never had a fucking chance. And you know, there's everybody, like, there's so many misinformations on how he got shot on set. And how he got shot, like, when I took Hunter Safety when I was like 12, you know, they were like, Brandon Lee was just killed. He was killed because somebody used a buckshot, a bird shot, you know, dummy round, which is not how he was killed. What happened is they loaded a gun up, and one of the dummy bullets, the plastic bullet, got lodged in the chamber of the gun. So then when they put the blank in behind it, it fired the plastic bullet, and at a close range, the plastic bullet just straight up, like, you know, devastated him. And you know, and that's so sad. Yeah, it was a revolver. Yeah, and it got fucking stuck in there. But you know, my Hunter Safety, for years I thought it was this shotgun shell. It was not that. Yeah, it was so the yeah, the plastic tip round, and that, you know, the active primer, like, it was like they took it out, but the plastic bullet was still stuck in the chamber. It's like one of those things when I'm like, now when I'm looking at a firearm in its state of, like, I'm cleaning it or just looking at it, I'm really cautious about where the tip points, you know, the barrel points. I mean, as you always should be, of course. You know, if you're going to be a firearm owner or enthusiast, you should practice safety with your firearms, of course. But after that, I'm like, what if, you know, like, something's caught in the barrel of your gun? You know, like, the fire and the bang, yeah, there was still a projectile in the barrel. And, you know, that's the thing that, like, their safety guys should have caught. But, you know, again, shoestring budget, just doing things, and it's a fucking fluke accident. It's no one's real fault. That's the real true sad thing, you know, like, how do you, a loss of human life, especially such a young actor, you know, I don't know if he would have gone on to be an amazing life, you know, like, if Brandon Lee hadn't died, he might have ended up just being like, you know, Sasha from, what's it called? The guy who lived in the van for on that TJIF show. Can't remember the name of it. He ended up being in a couple kickboxer movies. The real tragic figure, got into drugs really hard. You know, it's like one of those things, like, you know, but the sad thing is like, we'll never know, you know, like, he never got a chance to live that life, to see that future, which none of us would have wanted for him. But the blank stuck. Yep. Yeah, that's so fucked up, man. And you know, like I don't know, like I've been thinking a lot about like life and the value of it. Something about owning a firearm makes you think differently about these things, like and or it should, anyways. I can't say that everybody's the same as me, but you know, I definitely have a deeper appreciation of life uh, and just I don't know. It's I think it's a really interesting, you know, thought experiment that um, you know it makes sense to me why firearms aren't for everybody. You know. Oh, I bet. Could you imagine accidentally killing someone? You know, like hear of stories of, you know, people who drove drunk home, got in an accident and killed somebody, and you know the rest of their life, even after, you know, society is done, you know, they paid their debt to society, you know, the trauma of that is just absolutely devastating. Um, you know, think about our soldiers, you know, coming home from Iraq. You know, they're all messed up, you know, emotionally and physically. It's a real devastating thing to go through, and so I used to be a real dick about armed services and shit like that, and I've taken a different stance to be much more compassionate now. I mean, I'm just like, the sacrifice that these people have had to make is truly, it's one that I couldn't have made, and to be living with that sort of trauma the rest of their life is just, it's just devastating. But hopefully, you know, with proper training and understanding, you know, we can help keep stuff like that from happening, or at least minimize it, right? That's the hope, right? Oh, dude, DeMatt, yeah, I've definitely been in that scenario, and it is truly scary. It is truly scary. I had a babysitter once chase me through a house with a fucking 22, and when I tried, it was like one of the first times my dad ever listened to me. He was like, "Holy shit." Yeah, right? Dude, that's crazy. Yeah, it's hunter safety is such a weird thing, and just firearm safety in general, like, and you know, the right now, since, you know, we have a Democratic Congress and you know, and Senate, and even though it's not a full majority, the tiebreaker is the vice president, which is Democratic. You know, like, I've been seeing a lot of people like do, you know, Dems are gonna come after our guns and shit like that, and I'm like, no, no, not really. But I think that, like, a lot of left-leaning people also need to do a little bit more research on gun ownership, and so they can handle that with a little bit more respect, because I think a lot of them aren't, and I think that there's a lot of knee-jerk reactions that um, can hurt people that are perfectly law-abiding citizens, just to in efforts to stop, you know, like another Sandy Hook, which I think is a worthy effort, because that's tragic, but like so much of the things don't actually don't actually stop the thing that happened. You know, like, I think we got to be much more proactive with mental health and, you know, giving families the support networks they need to get their kids help when they need it, you know. What's up, Hootie Hoot? How you doing? Used to shoot the target wires just to fuck with the counselors. Oh man. Yeah, Daniel, you're totally right. Most people who are anti-gun aren't literate in it, and truth be told, I think most people who are anti-gun haven't had an experience at all. Like if it wasn't for firearms, like my family wouldn't have fucking ate. Like the real truth is, like, we were a hunter-gatherer family for most of my life. So it's that's a really interesting thing to think about, you know. Like, my dad and I have been talking a lot about it since you know, I've taken up that hobby, and he's like, that rifle will, you know, you can feed your family with it, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm not a hunter, Dad. We're not fully staffed, so we rotated as to what was open and what was closed. Oh my god, that's intense. That's intense. I just keep on gluing on parts. We're doing this. Now, and I honestly, I don't understand gun culture enough to, like, get why so many of them are so, like, I mean, it's not offensive, but it's also like, why? I'm truthfully confused on you know, some of the choices, but also, like, I know now you want to go to the range. I'm gonna tell you, like, so my first day with my new handgun was a real disappointing one. I think I was just kind of stressed out from the whole thing, a little nervous about it, and I had had too much coffee, so it just was kind of all over the place. And that, you know, I'm not a huge competitive guy, but I do have, like, a standard that I like to see myself operate at, and so I was, like, a little stressed out by it, and I was, like, looking up all these, like, extra sights, and, like, man, maybe I need to get a new sight, maybe I need to do this, maybe I need to do that, and the truth was, I needed to just get comfortable with it, because yesterday I had an awesome day. It was so much fun. I still don't want to be near them, yeah. I don't know what the FOID system is. Firearm ID system. I mean, like, I think that, like, background checks, I think we gotta, like really hold up on that stuff, and I think that there's got to be, like, much stricter punishment for people who commit crimes with firearms. Period. Cops, anybody, you know, and accidental stuff. Like, I think the second that you have an accident and somebody gets hurt, if you have an accidental discharge and somebody gets shot, even if they don't die, it's like you have a caseworker around your guns for the rest of your life until they can show that you actually have the training and the respect for the tool. I know that that's a really unpopular opinion. Oh man, pheasant hunting. I suck at shooting moving targets. I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not a hunter, but there's something about being out in that crisp morning air. Pheasants are fucking beautiful too when you see them in the wild. They're so cool. Oh no, a 22 Marlin that jams all the time. Yeah. Dude, that's too funny. Oh, I think it would. Now, you know, I think that like having the burden of background like training with firearms to be put on the impetus on the gun owner to like get a gun, I think that that should be a little handled different. Like, how can we spend so much fucking time in school with you know, like playing dodgeball and bullshit like that, like fucking airsoft training and respect, things like that. I think that that would be really really massive in respects to like teaching people how to respect a firearm and you know, be more comfortable with these ideas, so when people do choose to exercise their Second Amendment right, they can actually like do like be good with it and be versed in the same way that I think that we need to teach fucking taxes and, you know, actual personal finance stuff. You know, like the fact that kids don't know how credit cards work and how to like you know, make a budget when they leave high school is criminal, absolutely criminal. I think that stuff is huge. You know, I would love to see dodgeball is very important success of the workplace. Hey man, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball, right? Fire owner, it's a photo ID. Interesting. That's an interesting idea. See, I think that that is, I think that that's something like that would be really smart too. Missouri has like 0 laws. It's actually, like good if you are, if you know, if we're working on the honor system here, it's good if everybody's doing the right thing. But when you're in the most dangerous city in this in the nation, you have to know that some people aren't holding up their end of the bargain. And unfortunately, a lot of the people that don't hold up their end of the bargain don't care about the laws of man anyway. So, like, you're not actually hurting those people. Home ec. Oh my God, Matt. Like, seriously. So, like, one of my best things that I did growing up was 4-H. I learned how to cook. I learned how to sew. You know, we will skip over the fact that the husband of my 4-H teacher turned out to be a huge fucking pedophile, and I feel very fortunate that my brother and I made it out of there unscathed. And I don't know what kept us safe, but I'm fucking like every day I think of that, I'm like, thank God, thank that, like whatever you gotta thank, like we were very fortunate because he was a huge fucking predator. You know, my dad to this day, just every time that comes up, he just like, he almost breaks down crying. He's like, I can't believe that we put you guys in that sort of risk, you know, like, but nobody fucking knew. They were just outstanding church citizens, and so you had no reason to believe that they were fucking monsters. The bummer is, yeah, all you have to do is drive an hour and you skirt it. That's the really sad thing, but it's sexist to teach home ec. That's a really interesting, you know, like the weird thing about home ec, Nerf or nothing, Jamie. Fucking hot take. Nerf or nothing. I mean, there's just so much stuff that, like, I do think that, you know, yeah, we need to teach history to the kids. And I think we need to be way more honest about our history, you know, because the fact that, like, there's still places that think the Civil War is the war of northern aggression is a huge problem. Huge problem. Although I do like that name. There's something about it that's like, no, it wasn't about owning people. like there's a really dark humor joke built in there. Fuck Nerf paintball. Oh, I bet history as a Texan is fucking crazy. Like, so do any of you guys read Weird West books or alternate history shit? There is an author that I really love, Sherry Priest. She has a zombie alternate history Weird West steampunk series called The Clockwork Century, and she talks about Texas quite a bit, and I find that that's really interesting because the historical relevance of Texas is the fact that they didn't want fucking anything to do with anything. Your dad loves those books, or the Weird West books. They're really fun, and they take you into places that, you know, like maybe you hadn't considered yet. I love stuff like that. The Clockwork Century, that whole book series is so fun. The whole idea is like, you read her steampunk series, yeah, dude, fucking Bone Shaker is so good, so good. They start off, we need to figure out how to get through the ice in the Yukon, and then this dude makes his drilling machine that accidentally drills underneath all the banks and releases a gas that turns people into zombies. That's fucking great. New meta, what's going on? We're talking history. We're talking the politics of gun ownership and teaching people how to be smart with them, and bringing back things like home ec and teaching taxes and things like that to kids in high school, because those skills are what they actually need to fucking survive in this world. His birth receipt? Holy shit, that's fucking great. That's fucking great. Have you done those KDM models yet? Ganymede was great. Inexplicables was great. You gotta read fucking Bone Shaker if you haven't read Bone Shaker. That book is amazing. Dreadnought was so good. I gotta meet her. I offended her, and I feel really bad because, like, I was trying to ask whether or not, because she writes all these women and they're just so strong and so fun, and I was trying to ask, like, where she came up with the inspiration for these women, and she took it as, why do you write about women? And that was not my intention at all. So she took it very personally. Very personally, that I was like questioning her main characters were women. And I was like, no, I love that. I love that. And she was not in the mood. Sherry Priest is a great writer. I really hope it got optioned to be a movie, and I really hope it happens. Painted Moose, what's going on? Yeah, Bone Shaker was good. Yeah, there was one of her books that, like, it was like one of her novellas, you know. I pissed off Sherry Priest, unfollow. It was a real accident. I fucking felt so bad about it. Sitting in the snow. Dude, I'm glad that you can hang out, man. We're building models. I have these 9 guys left to build. And I think 16 more guys to build. And then I'm done. Actually, I have one more abomination, which I might just skip. Or I might build it, I don't know. Who knows? I'm hyped to see how they turn up as well. Dude, awesome. Your photos have been looking great, man. Sorry I haven't been talking as much in there. I was, like, yesterday researching a bunch of stuff, and you guys were going crazy, and all I had time was like hearts and stuff. Heading out for the day. Demat, one thing that you should know about me by now is that I'm always changing the rules. Bun jail for you. Dude, new meta. I've got a sizable Nords army that I'm pretty stoked about. I would say I would sell it to you, but I actually want to build this one and do it. Dude, Melkandor, I'm glad that I've been helping, man. I appreciate that so much. Watch the stream as you paint tonight. Awesome. Oh, man. That Queen of Onslaught. You cost me money, Heath. I better have fun painting this thing or I'm going to be mad at you. Here's the thing. I don't ever try to sell people on stuff. Let me get in the screen here. Sell people on stuff. But I am a fucking salesman by, like, trade. And so, like, I am constantly, I'm like, hey, this thing made me feel good. Maybe it'll make you feel good. Which means that I'm just, like, constantly selling all the time, even when I don't want to. It kind of makes me feel bad sometimes. Like, I'm really sorry, guys. Sorry you have to deal with me being a salesman. Ah, yes. The salesman, i.e. enabler. Well, that's the real truth. I'm actually just an enabler. Don't ever tell me that you want to do something, because I'll be like, well, just do it. Like, can you pay your bills at the end of the fucking month? Yeah? Then do it. Just do it. Oh, I definitely want you to buy all those Conquest models. I want more people to play that game. I want less people to play fucking, this made me feel good. Maybe it'll make you feel good. Eat the plastic crack pusher. Nailed it. Nailed it. I want more people to play fucking Conquest and less people to play 40k. Like, we all have 40k. People play 40k. But I want Conquest everywhere. I love that game, and I think they're doing something so good with the space, and I want to see it succeed more than any other game I've played, except for Judgment. I really want Judgment to succeed too. I love those guys, and I love their models. But I mean, here's the funny thing about our hobby. All we do is, like, enable each other to buy more stuff and have more fun. Like, it's like a universal part of the hobby. Oh, you got this thing? Oh, that's awesome. I want that thing. Oh, you should go get that thing. Oh, I think I'm gonna go get that thing. Like, that's half of the interactions on Trapped Under Plastic. Oh, I like this thing. You like this thing? I do like this thing. Go buy this thing. All my noobs. All right. Oh, my armpits are sweaty. My cat is just, like, passed out next to this heater. All right, guys. Time to break into the fig bars. Gotta have some Newton in your life. Jamie, have a nice night. Thank you for hanging out with us. Gotta have the right offerings to be in the tribe. Do it. Why are there not more pictures of Drexel on the Instagram? I mainly just send the pictures with Drexel to my wife. I should probably post more of them. I've been trying to keep the Instagram more model focused, but I don't know if it matters. And truth be told, we just don't take a lot of photos in this house. Because my wife really hates photos of her. And half the time I want to take a photo is when he's being really cute with her. So I don't get near as many photos as I would like. Oh, my spine. Ah. Oh, my spine. But I can add more photos of Drexel. True. It's almost always photos like this. He's like laying on me. That's me not smiling with the cat on me. That's me smiling with the cat on me. And I just don't ever share them. Oh man. I'm sorry, Paint Monkey. Richard, you have been posting tons of progress in there. What are you talking about? Oh man. I don't need my screen to stack. Yep. That's true. And Goobertown's cats, they're stinking famous now. I think Drexel wouldn't mind being famous. Dude, that's awesome, man. How did it turn out? Did you post it on Instagram? Just Goobs' game is strong just in general. He's a stinking hero. I have noticed that most streamers have cats. Although I'm starting to notice a large amount of dogs that are in the picture, which is I'm glad because I do like myself a doggo. Oh yeah, gluing them up, gluing them up. You totally nailed it, Nate. First shot. True Romance. It's one of my wife and I's favorite movies. And Mocha has a bear. True story. Never meant a dog. And Drexel is one of the funniest cats. One of the funniest movie characters that we've ever seen in our entire lives. So that's where Drexel came from. Love the idea of Drexel being like this crazy Gary Oldman character. He's not. He's just a lazy ass cat. Dude, I've thought a lot about a dog. I really enjoy dogs. And I might consider it once we don't have Drexel in our lives. Drexel's just a lot of work because of his diabetes. So I'm kind of trying to like, you know, he's getting older. He's like 13 or 14 this year, and you know, Maine Coons don't have like a super long lifespan, so we don't want to stress him out. His last, every time I say it, he wondered, yep. Well, I'm glad you knew, because that fucking movie is great. Drexel loves dogs, but as he's getting older, he is less patient with other animals in his space, and so we just don't want to do that. Yeah, Paint Monkey. That right there is the thing. Like, every time Drexel has a problem, you know, I fucking have to mourn him. He's got so many health issues. And it's just like, is he gonna make it through this one? I don't know. I don't want to see him go. He's, you know, he's our best friend. I fucking love my cat. I never thought I'd be a cat guy either, and then we got Drexel and it changed my fucking life. Straight up changed my life. Miso. That's such a great cat name. Drexel is, he is affectionate, but he's more like a dog, you know, like, he just wants to be around you. And sometimes, like, he doesn't want you to really touch him, but sometimes he basically always just wants to be brushed. It's his kind of MO. These models are wild. They're so bizarre looking. Should lay down just out of reach. Drexel wants to lay on me, but not be, like, bothered by me. So, like, if I'm on the couch, we have this, like, position that we call the mommy, where it's just me, like, on my side in the fetal position. He gets in between my legs. That's where he's at. Or he lays on my arm, and just recently he wants me to, like, hold him because he's getting kind of old and cold. So that's been really cute, actually, and makes me very, very happy to have that relationship. She did demand 4 minutes of belly rubs when I would come home. Chest and throat. They gotta get warm. I should probably get a cat cam. If Drexel is all about this heater, it's pretty amazing. Like, I don't think I'm missing a whole lot by not having the green screen here, so. Just kind of looks a little weird. Oh man, it's time to wash this hoodie. Aw. Wanna see some cool shit? My buddy is out there on a hike out in the middle of California wearing a Hobby Time in the Murdered Basement shirt. That's fucking awesome. That is badass. I love seeing shit like that. This is such a weird fit. Teals, what's up, my friend? I feel like this has been here for a bit. How's it going? How's your day going, buddy? Nosemo90, what's going on? I am making the Avatara models right now from Conquest, The Last Argument of Kings. They're going to be my challenge army through the month of February. I'm going to try to paint an entire army in the month of February. It's pretty fucking stupid, but I'm very excited for it. How are you doing? Oh, chocolate pancakes, dude, that sounds badass. I had eggs. Eggs and raisin toast this morning for breakfast. Because I'm almost out of milk and almost out of cereal, and I should have gone to Costco, but I just didn't. It's Costco, if you are like me and you eat lots of cereal, Costco's the only place to buy cereal. Or should be the only place to buy cereal. It would have been eggs. We were out. Yep. I had to get adventurous. That's been the best part of fucking COVID, really, is like getting adventurous with food. We've done a lot of it, and it makes me quite happy. I made a risotto the other day. Holy shit. It was unbelievably good. I was like, Mal and I were like, oh, wow, this is way better than we were expecting. Leroy Felius, what's going on? Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Murder Basement. If this is your first time here, welcome. Right now we're prepping for my February challenge, where I'm going to try to paint an entire army in a nice Grimdoink Turnip28 style. And I'm very excited about that. There's a cereal shortage. I know what you mean. I feel ya. John, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, so we've realized that if you want to make risotto that doesn't take a million hours, like your pressure cooker is an amazing tool. And man, we did chicken and pesto and onions and red peppers and a lot more water than I was expecting. Oh, tiki masala flavored turkey burgers. Holy shit, that sounds good. Dude, that sounds incredible. That like I would order at a restaurant. That sounds absolutely amazing. But the best part about the risotto is that, you know, like it took like 10 minutes to prep, and then it took 10 minutes to cook and 10 minutes to like release some of the steam, and then, you know, you pop open the top, and I looked at it and it looked like I had ruined it. It looked like I had ruined it, and I was like, I was mad at myself. I was like, damn it, I fucking ruined our meal. I pull it out, and it's one of the best things I've ever cooked. Like, you stir it once, and all of a sudden, all of that stuff just starts getting, you know, mixed together, and the starches start activating, and it just gets that creamy risotto thing. Like, I figured it would need like a lot of like Parmesan, because it was like the only risotto recipe that I've ever seen that didn't have like hardly any Parmesan in it. And this one was just, it was unbelievable. It's lunchtime here. I love cooking. It's one of the things that I've always been good at it, and or at least, you know, like brave enough to try it. And I've made some good food. I have also made some like really shitty food, but that happens. Not everything can be a fucking slam dunk. Try as we might. Oh, absolutely. I'll definitely do that, man. And you know, some of the things that we do in our house to kind of like make things easier, is we do like meal prep up in advance. So if we have something that's getting ready to go bad, we chop it up and then freeze it, or deep freeze, which I highly recommend if anybody doesn't have a deep freeze. I know it seems like a weird thing to get, especially when like food is so plentiful. It just changed the way that we cook and eat. Like I had Thanksgiving dinner again a couple days ago, and it was awesome because, you know, like when you have Thanksgiving for 2 people, you make tons of food, freeze it, and, you know, don't gorge yourself all in 1 week like we want to. Just freeze it and eat it over time. Like we've now gotten 3, you know, like basically 3 weeks of meals out of 1 Thanksgiving dinner. It's fantastic. And then the truth came out. You will never live it down. Deep freezer's totally worth the investment. And it's funny, Mal kind of fought me on it for a second, and I was like, look, we have a Costco membership. We need this. And she's like, well, where are we gonna put it? And I was like, where fucking put it? What's up, Latino? Hi, how you doing, man? Baking is not cooking. Baking is science. That's a whole nother thing. I have a buddy who he's a streamer. He does video games and stuff, and he always loves throwing the Michael charm on it, and he throws his spin on it, and he's like, I'm just a bad baker. I was like, yeah, it's because baking is actually science. You can't fuck with that much. It like chemical reactions are happening to make it. Oh yeah, totally worth it. Yeah, ours is not very big. It's just like a little ice chest. You know, it's not like a full-size one. You might be able to fit an entire body in there, but you would really have to chop it up well. That's a little murder basement humor for you there. Oh, man. Ears are itchy. Allergies have just been weird. Ah, dude. Where are you at? And this is why you like the murder basement. Welcome to the murder basement. That's right. Man, the smoker is something interesting. I haven't really done any of that in Jersey. Dude, Jersey, I had family out there in Jersey, and every time I see photos of it, you know, it always looks so nice in the snow. You're doing it wrong. You can't fit at least 10 bodies, right? A smoker would be really cool. My dad is a big Traeger grill guy, and he's always trying to get me into one of those, which basically has a smoker setting where you just sit and smoke things, and it's fucking fantastic. We're getting there. If you used an industrial blender, a Blendtec 3000. You guys remember when that was the whole thing on YouTube? When you just watched old dudes blend shit in their fucking high-end blenders? Your air fryer, use it a lot. We thought about getting one of those air fryer attachments to our Instapot, and we decided once we saw it, we were like, nah, it's just so big. And truth be told, we use our toaster oven a lot. I cook some salmon in the toaster oven, and I know that seems like a really fucked up thing to do. You're like such a delicate fish to put in such a fucking horribly regulated device, and it was so good. It cooked it perfectly, and you turn on like the toast the setting so it like braises it a little bit and gets a little crispy on the edge. Holy shit, it was good. You know, for making a frozen fillet like badass, it was worth it. iPhone 4, don't blend this. Magic blend smoke. Yeah, Instapot, you know, Mal was kind of like confused on why I wanted one. And I was like, nah, I just think that we'd use it a lot. And then we ran into a dude who we met through the circus, like at a bar one night. We were sitting next to each other, and we were like, hey, we know each other. And he was like, hey, I know that like we don't talk, but like, hey, I just bought an Instapot and I just made all this like barbecue pork. And he just kind of explained the process. Like, see, we could do that shit. That's fucking amazing. And so she bought it for me for Christmas, and we use it. We use it quite a bit. Oh, hey, I'm blurry. Hey, right here. There we go. The dishes are slain. Sir Mikey RR. Oh my God, Mikey. Things got intense. Things got real for a while. Polovnik, how you doing? Teals, if you just try to share a link, links are shut off since I'm doing multi-stream and all that stuff. I've just heard a lot of horror stories of having chat on things like YouTube and having people post things that you have no control over, so they are shut off. You can share it in the Brush Coven. Just share everything in the Brush Coven. Which I have to again thank you for starting, man. It has been such a bright spot in my life. It makes me really happy. Folds up and everything. Oh, interesting. Part toaster oven, part air fryer. That's what they always kind of look like weird toaster ovens. Yeah. We got this toaster oven given to us for our wedding for our wedding, and I was just like, I don't get why we need this. Brush Coven on Discord. That's right, buddy. If you aren't there, hit !Discord, and it should give you a link to head right on over there. And we're sharing work. There's tons of great streamers. We got Teals, we got Berserker Works, we got MinMax, we got me. We got tons of people over there, and it's a fucking great time. So come hang out. It's my favorite place. Calisandra, what's going on? How you doing? Oh yeah. I really hope that link works. If it does not, I'll post one for you. How you doing today? Sweet. Geeky! What's going on, Geeky? How you doing? Hey, friends. Geeky, did you buy yourself that new microphone yet? Earhawks, what's up, dude? Good to see you today. Geeket's waking up. Isn't it about time for you to go to D&D, Geeket? How can you do that if you're just waking up? I gotta get the lighting thing situated. I feel ya. It's getting there. Well, we already talked about the interview earlier, and I just want to say thank you again for sitting down and talking with me. That was really, really cool and really important. A lot of people really responded well to that episode, and just all the cool ideas that you have. It's so smart. So thank you so much. You want to know the dates? Okay, so the Grimdoink challenge. So on Thursday I did like a weird multi-stream that you popped in for a second and you got to see me do. It is an honor. Awesome. Awesome. That means a lot. I'm trying to figure out ways to make more casual interview things, like how I did it with the sauce, because like I know some people aren't really good at doing long interviews, but that doesn't mean that I don't want to talk with them, you know. And so I'm trying to figure out, you know, ways to add content without adding a ton of extra work. And so, you know, we tried it the other night, and that was awesome. It was a really cool thing. So I'm thinking about trying to figure out how to get more stuff up like that in the future. But so it was a great interview. Awesome. So the sauce came up with starting to call everything Grimdark Grimdoinks, which then just got shortened down to the Doinks. And as a person who has followed a lot of like trends and stuff, you know, on like how things are done on Twitch, he was like, what can we do to boost the signal of this Instagram? And so he made everybody, and Calisandra, that's the real trick of my interview style, is they need to feel more like conversations than interviews, because I am not a journalist. I get sidetracked by shiny things. So sometimes they're really good, and sometimes they drive people crazy. But as I'm sitting there trying to figure out how Instagram works, the sauce is like, I'm trying to figure out how to break Instagram. And so he had all of his followers start posting, we really like the doinks, Grimdoinks, and all of a sudden his Instagram has been viewed like twice as much as it normally has, just because it has this squirrel. And thanks, Steels, I appreciate that. It has this kind of self-fulfilling prophecy that as you get into it and you're reactivating these commands like all the time, that like Instagram just starts promoting your stream to people. And so we were talking about grimdark stuff on the tiny stream, and now we're just kind of joking. It's now just like this weird inside joke that I think he will probably keep up for forever, just because it entertains him. And I like I like using the term. The Grimdoinks is hilarious, because especially since like we talk most of the time, when you think grimdark futures and stuff, you're thinking fucking Space Marines. And Space Marines to me are like one of the cheesiest models you could fucking do. So the idea that he calls them doinks is really funny, and I love it. Sinister Crackle, thanks so much for the sub. I appreciate that so much. Are you literally subbed to me on every single place that you can? Are you subbed on Facebook or on YouTube and Patreon and and Twitch? Is that possible? Dude, you are a hero. Everybody, give Sinister Grackle a follow if you haven't already followed his Instagram and stuff. Say hi to him. Give him a fucking high five. That shit means so much to me. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, truly. What a fucking legend. Goddamn right. So, I want to do a Turnip28 army. That's been my goal for forever. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, I'm doing a Turnip28 army. And, you could have resubbed on Twitch today, but I didn't. And Scotch and Hobbies, I totally appreciate that, that you didn't there. Because who knows? One of these days, Twitch might just be so pissed that I'm multi-streaming that all that money that's sitting there just disappears when they finally, ban or shut me off. So, either way, I appreciate the support. Who knows? Still got that Patreon, though. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And that I appreciate so much. So, yeah, Teals, this is going to be my Turnip28 army. So, I'm basically just doing a Grimdark speed build and paint thing all through the month of February, of which, I know I'm starting it early, but, if I didn't have this whole thing built or mainly built, I would never finish it, so I had to do it this way. Throw all the shade at me you want. I make the rules, I will break the rules. Oh man, in Veritas, I think it's about 90 models. And it might be more. I think I have like 40 or 50 of these guys. I got 12 of these guys. I've got like 12 of the other big guys. It may not be that much, but I kind of forgot about all of the character models, which are like these guys, which these will take a lot more time. But I'm really excited to do it. And if you look at them, like, you know, like they got all this like shit growing out of them anyway. Come on, focus in. Hello? There we go. So, like, Turnip28ing this is gonna work great. Scotch and Hobbies, you are fucking totally right. Dude, Sinister Grackle, that means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Oh shit, look at that. Zambies. There is no rules. Chaos reigns. Oh yes. Zambies gets it. Zambies absolutely gets it. Just trash bash a bunch of orc stompas. I don't know if you guys have watched the Eons of Battle thing, but they just did like a week challenge to try to finish up their armies from high school, and it's fucking crazy. Dude, thanks for coming and hanging out, Teals. I fucking appreciate it. I always love seeing you. Thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate it. Mikey, this is my Spires army from Conquest Last Argument of Kings. The problem with GW making that model so expensive is that it like is the most like abusive relationship. As like the small guys, you used to get 2 of them for like $60 and they're like 100 for one. Like that's fucked up. That is a fucked up price range. Like I would be kit bashing. I'd get a fucking Jotnar from Conquest and a Hill Giant from Mantic, and I would kit bash the fuck out of some giants and like not give them money. No, this isn't a 40k army. I'm trying to get people to do Conquest instead of 40k. That's what I said earlier. But I'm looking at my like admechs and stuff. And I'm like, I'm actually really ready to do some admech stuff. As much as I love the fantasy things, I need some sci-fi shit in my life for a little bit. Yeah, the big giants are like 170s. Yeah, God forbid that you show up to a non-GW model with a tournament. You know, if GW actually ever does, you know, tournaments and stuff, I'd be shocked. I just don't see them ever really pushing that aspect, even though they totally could and should. See, that's a great idea. 3D print some shit. These models are so fucking badass. He plays Seraphim because of dinosaurs. Yeah, Richard, I've got a shitload of AdMech. I love AdMech. They're my goodest boys. Yeah, it's forged world pricing. You are totally right. It's just like one of those things. I'm like, really, guys. Try not to let GW practices get me down, because, like, truly I don't care. It might sound like I care. I don't care. I just don't. Like, they can do whatever the fuck they want to. It's not always gonna line up with the things that I think are right and or important, but rarely in business do things line up the way that I want them to. So it's no thing. Dude, Sinister Grackle, just do it. Just do it. You've spent more Warhound. Dude, the Warhounds are so fucking cool, though. God damn it. I wish that Forge World shit, the like real big stuff wasn't as cool as it was, because it makes me want it so bad. Like, truthfully, the retail therapy part of my body just starts like quivering when I see shit like that. Like, oh my god, I could actually buy this? It's a real problem. It's a real problem. And I got all you fucking enablers here. Yeah, 40k is boring, way more boring than it should be. Yeah, 170 is really expensive, especially for fucking plastic. Yeah, I mean, that's always the possibility. I mean, I think that's one of the reasons why I actually don't think that wargamers play a whole lot of war games. Is not because they don't want to, it's because that the people that they were going to flake on them, and that is just the forever relationship that we have. I did, and I have no regrets. I love all the Gamma Wolf stuff. Like, for me to have like a Gaslands-esque sort of idea. I'm just getting glue all over the place. Love you too, baby. I love the idea that I get to use models that I would just sit around here. I love the fact that I'm just like, hey, I actually get to do stuff with these things. That's so cool. Oh man, I got glue globs all over this place. Yeah, I mean, like, the lore is what got me into 40k. It was the models that got me into Age of Sigmar. Yeah, I actually think the lore of Age of Sigmar is really bad. At least what I've heard. I have a couple audiobooks that are like, this is boring as fuck. It's just like a half-assed Tolkien story. I know that's being like extremely reductive on somebody's hard work, but also like, you know, I did not enjoy the it was like some Blight Lord's book or some shit that I was reading or listening to, and I was like, this is not good. This is really actually extremely boring. GW makes stunning models. Very true. Orcs are coming very soon to Conquest. The Wadron are like on their way. So if that's what you've been waiting for, it's like a dinosaur race. Orcs riding on dinosaurs, because that's what they do. They are on their way. Orcs on dinos, right? Kind of pisses me off that I already have armies. Damn it, time to sell off some unascendable space marines. Dude, yeah, it is. I support that 100%. You just did. You heard orcs are coming to Conquest, and they ride on dinosaurs. These models are so cool. First, I wasn't so hot on them, but now after building a bunch of them, I really like them. Next to me, you're like a 12. I know that feeling. So when my business partner went and did his trip all across the United States, hitting all the 419 units of the national forest, national parks, he was like, "Dude, all the women in Oregon are so gorgeous." I'm like, yeah, they are. And he's like, and all of their boyfriends look like fucking slobs. What the fuck? I was like, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like, I had hot girlfriends out in Oregon, and I was a fucking slob. I smelled of unfiltered cigarette smoke, and weed, and like BO all the time. I wore cut off old man pants. And I had very attractive girlfriends. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. He's like, why don't they even try? I was like, because they don't have to, dude. They don't have to. So just the way it goes, man. I think I dropped something on the ground earlier. Hold on a second. Well, it was a face. Oh, this cat is just laid out. Don't tell them they have options. Mikey, my advice for you is to move to Oregon and just not give a fuck. Yeah, go to Oregon. Just don't care. You'll do just fine. Just be nice, complimentary, and all of a sudden, things will change. Yeah, just let it go. Just let it go. Oh. Dude, awesome. Bend is so cool. I remember when that place was fucking nothing but meth heads and cowboys. It's cool to see it change the way it has over the years. You cannot be ours to people. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Yeah, Ben's in Central Oregon, up in the mountains. It was a real frontier for a very long time. All right, now you need to head up for D&D. All right, Geekette, it's great seeing you. I'll be talking to you soon. Mikey, check Discord. That look lands you the chicks. Now I gotta look. All right, now I'm gonna look. Love y'all. Let's see here. Beep, 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 beep. I concur. That is the look. Yeah, 100% accurate. That was me. That was me. Oh, dude, you stopped by fucking Reaper. That's so cool. Dude, Nate, thanks for hanging out, man. It's always great to have you here. Oh, man, you gotta get in the brush coven. You gotta get in the brush coven. It's the best place online. Oh, I believe it. It is the only Discord. Demat, that's like so funny. Like that's, I'm not far off from how I look right now, really. If you would have told 20-year-old Heath that 37-year-old Heath would look exactly the same and be a respected part of society, I would have said you were high. Here we are. Respected. Hey, my little tiny community of picture framers here in St. Louis, it's crazy. The only time I've ever been like looked at as like anybody with any sort of real authority. I was like, you guys sure? Are you sure I'm the guy that you say that I am? Like, I feel like I can learn a lot from you guys. Like, yeah, but you don't understand. We're learning so much from you. Right on. Glad we can help each other out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know any of these. Alright, DeMatt. It's great seeing you. 30-year-old Scotch over here refuses to grow up and take out his lip rings. JT, how's it going? How you doing? Taking a break from studying. Awesome. Come hang in. We will make you stupider and or smarter. Who knows? Really? It's anyone's guess at this time of year. I want this one or I want this one? I want this one. Okay, I see your point. Dude, Mikey, I hope you spend a lot more time in the Brush Coven because we have a lot of fun there. There's so many talented artists that hang out from so many different places. It's great. I have been looking for something like that my entire life, and it feels fucking great to find it on Twitch, you know, or on Discord. It's fantastic. This challenge is gonna just break my brain. Like, I'm not gonna lie, guys, my brain is already like regretting this big time. And that was the moment I knew I fucked up. Come on, just stick. Just stick. I just don't want to have to use fucking... I need to reach out to the Reaper people for a murder basement chat. I'd love to hear the story of how they got to where they're at and everything. Your Squig Day project. I should probably do something for that, but I don't have any squigs except for Bat Squig. And, you know, if you ask me, there's only one person who can own the Bat Squig, and that is Miniocalypse. Miniocalypse owns the Bat Squid in my books. He could come out and be like, all you Slim Shadies, please stand up. And we all be like, I'm not a Slim Shady. He's like, that's right. Sit back down. In March, we're going to be doing the monument painting thing. So if you guys want to do that, they have models that you can paint along with. There's a bunch of prizes to be had. And that's how we're going to send off the first quarter of 2021. Seems really fucked up to say that. Like, how is it already the first quarter of 2021? How does that How's that happen? It's gonna be 2022 before I know it, and then I'm gonna be really mad. Like, what? Oh no, Mikey, I'm so sorry to hear that. I have a Infinity model that I've done that. Technically, right now, the monument thing is happening as we speak. They are shipping the models out. They have this giant, like, multi-armed monkey, which I'm kind of regretting not getting. I picked the apocalyptic tank girl looking woman because, like, I like that shit, and I haven't done anything quite like that in a while. So I wanted to do that one. So that's how that project ended. And then I just threw it against the wall. Holy fuck. You know what you do then, man? You get a Roncinol burner and you fucking melt that shit down, and you use its pieces for parts later on. Oh, I just broke that thing off his head. Damn it. It sucks. Oh well. I've had a couple like that. You're just like, fuck this shit. I say melt it down. Melt it down. Show it to the other metal models and let them know that that's what happens. Make an example out of it. Alright. We're on the final stretch here. Final stretch. Let's see here. An A and an A. That hit can go away, that hit can go away, that hit can go away. I might glue those faces on those mini spots that are missing. I just want to see some people melt down some more metal models. Watch that video with Geek Gaming Scenics, Luke APS. I was like, that looks like a lot of, way more fun than it should be. Although he needed a better crucible. Alright. Let's take a look here. I've already talked with him. We keep on, like, getting in the middle of it, and then something pops up and he doesn't respond to me for a while, and I forget to message him back, and then, like, months later, I'm like, oh, hey, we were supposed to do a thing. He's like, oh, shit. So, one of these days, it will happen one of these days. Take a big lighter to some ultramarines. Yeah, why the fuck not? Okay. Yeah, he does seem like a cool guy. He's very active in a lot of YouTube groups, which is phenomenal to see someone who really doesn't need to put that much time into, you know, helping strangers out. And he does. I love that. Yes, this is Spire stuff, Teals. This is the Avatara from Spires.
Cries echo off in the distance, searching for hope, searching for life. Why weren't we born? War looks much different in real life than it does on TV.
We're gonna do running with the blade, swinging with the blade. Twisting with the blade. I'm doing 12 Avatara and 12 Brutes, I believe. A bunch of high clonic vanguards and other things. Just like I've got so much stuff. It's one of those things. I'm just like, what am I doing with my life? Why do I have so much stuff? Oh no, I have like 48 of these guys. And a lot of these guys. Force-grown drones. Models are so cool. Let's glue up in here. Glue up in here. Oh, that's too much glue. That's too much glue. The funny thing is, like, I literally don't care. If this was any other army, I'd be like, shit. This, I'm like, no. These guys are we're gonna get gnarly looking anyway, so. Oop. Okay, come on. There. A very small motorbike. What? That makes me like him even more. Oh, that's vicious. Exactly what's going on there. Yeah, Necropit did do the art on the first shirt in Veritas. I love that art. It's so good. It's one of my favorites. In fact, I don't know if you saw this, but a couple weeks ago, I gotta paint up my own the 1 out of 1 custom Crypt Ripper. Little 125. I love Necropit's work. Second I saw it, I was like, I need him to do artwork for me. Also, one of the fastest people I've ever worked with as far as getting artwork done. It was crazy. I'm Petey's kid. I'm Petey's kid. Too chill for thrills. I love that name. How you doing today? What's up, Billy Sunshine? How you been? I have him like walking with his hand on his hip. Yeah. Pretty good. Excellent. I'm glad to hear that. I've been doing really well. Just kind of projecting on this army. Almost done with it. Done being built, I should say. I've got quite a bit left as far as like being done with it. But that should be remedied during the month of February, if I can actually get my shit done. Fitting to paint your fingernails. Excellent. Glad to hear that. That sounds really relaxing. I used to do that shit all the time. Had a lot of fun with it. Alright, sounds good, Mikey. Sorry you had catastrophic failure at the end. That's always a bummer. Just know, everything like that you can learn from. Take it easy, buddy. Yeah, just hit it with some matte varnish so it all looks like the same texture. I like that idea. Glue up in there. Get some activator up on here. Should be able to get these things to work together nicely. There we go. Pointing fingers. Badass. Alright. We'll get finished up here. Check and see who else is streaming. We'll pass on some of this love to them. I always appreciate you all hanging out. It always makes the day go by really quickly. It's really fun. Come on. Thanks so much, JT. Glad that you were able to come and hang out. We got a lot of stuff to do today. Getting ready for tomorrow. Nope. I just got nubs everywhere on this guy. Come on. There's enough moisture in the air for this to work. Stop being a jerk. Stop being a jerk. Yeah, these models are looking good. Arnold DeGans, how you doing? Sean, how you doing? Thanks for hanging out. What's going on? How's everybody feeling today? I'm just gonna glue my fingers together. It's always the best part, right? Oh. Sorry, just taking a look at who's on. Just kind of plotting. I do not miss metal models at all. Mainly because I never really built any of them until I started doing Infinity stuff. I don't have much of that built. I probably should, because they're cool, but I am not in any hurry to get my Infinity stuff complete. That sounds exhausting. Hope you're enjoying yourself. There's times where I would just think of like edge highlighting and I'm like, I never want to do that ever again in my entire life. Sister Echo does miss them sometimes. I can see the appeal. They're really detailed and beautiful. You'll eventually get there, yeah. It'll happen. I keep on trying. I have a buddy who, like, he got into Conquest and he just started, like, I have to get all this done. I have to get all this done right now. I was like, no, you don't. It's like, you have to get it done eventually, but, like, nobody's even playing games right now because of COVID. So don't be so brutal on yourself. Don't do that to yourself. And he, it took him a while. He finally came around to that. Ooh, too much glue. Can't be too much glue. Oh man, pinning metal joints is so hard. Close enough. That'll hold. That'll hold. Nope. I'm just gonna break all the shit as I'm finishing up my last two models. God, that would suck. That would suck. Okay, this guy's gonna have arm over the shoulder. This guy's gonna have arm going down. Okay. We're almost there. I'm really sorry I just did that into the microphone. My sinuses have been really bad the last couple days. I almost just gave him another arm facing the wrong direction, like they built him wrong. The swagger. I'm just gonna have all of them pointing. Everything's pointing. It's a very accusatory army. Awesome. That looks badass. That looks badass. Alright, people. Let's see here. Let me look over here. See who's going. Got Jack of Clubs starting up. I'm gonna refresh everything just so I can make sure I have a good view of who's all up. Hobbies for Happiness is getting going. CG Mini Painting, Serantis, Cap and Mad Love. I'm surprised. Cutthroat. End of the month. Oh, we got giveaways going on. I'm gonna pass you on to the place where you might be able to win some stuff. We're gonna go right into oh, my brain just shut off. Cutthroat. All right. Any of you YouTubers, if you want to keep this party going, I'm gonna change this over here. Hop on over to Twitch. I'll have a couple minutes here until I can get this all set up. Open link in new tab. Check out and see what's going on with everybody else in the hobby. Cutthroat Caw. He's giving away some stuff. I'm gonna take this time to thank you all for hanging out in the murder basement. Appreciate it so much. I will be on streaming tomorrow and probably multiple times throughout the next month. Dude Latino Hot, thank you so much for hanging out. Scotch and Hobbies, it's always great. We're having a great time here, and we're gonna keep things going. Hang out in the Discord. You want to support the channel? Subs anywhere, memberships anywhere, Patreon. Scott, thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. February is going to be a hard month. I'm going to be busting my fucking ass, so come and hang out, support, get all your friends excited about some Grimdoink shit, so it'll be great. All right, love you all. We'll catch you all later. All right, see ya. This other piece though.
Heath? What is up? Murder time in the hobby basement. Well, with some of the tools we're using here today, not too bad, Heath. How's it going with you? Were you working on that force you were talking about the other day? Your 1 month to get your project done? What's up, Sinister? And welcome, Raiders. If we can definitely get a shout out for Heath, because we definitely know that he is definitely a brother of the stream. So what exact game is it? Because I am completely blanking on it right now. Just trying to remember exactly which game you were building an entire force for. What's up, Withered Moth? And by the way, Melikandor, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the crew. If you have any questions, concerns, definitely let me know. And please tell me a little bit about yourself and what kind of hobby stuff you like. Huh. I've never heard